Okay, this video is going to be a little bit different than the normal videos I film because I normally film like lifestyle kind of videos and like vlogs and stuff, but today's video is going to be more of a rant because I have a lot to talk about and a lot to say about what's currently going on in the world, and I feel like I want to use my platform to actually talk about important things that are going on. So recently there was a terrorist attack, a hate crime, like not just a shooting, it was a terrorist attack, a domestic terrorist attack against the Asian community. 8 people were killed. I'm pretty sure 6 of them were Asian women, and it disgusts me that there's still, like, it disgusts me how prevalent hate is in our world, even in a time when we're all hurting during a pandemic where everyone is suffering, well, except for like the top 1% who made billions of dollars off the pandemic. The average person is suffering because of the pandemic, and there's still being hate spread, and it has deadly consequences because of the rhetoric that is so prevalent in this country that of white supremacy, and because of leaders, leaders like Trump, people like Trump in power who promote white supremacy, who they're not denouncing it, so they're promoting it. If you're not actively against white supremacy, if you're not actively anti-racist, you're supporting racism. Like, you can't be neutral on this issue. There's no in the middle. It's either you're supporting white supremacy or you're against it. That's it. There's no, well, I don't know, I don't talk about politics, I don't care about politics. If you can say that you don't care about politics, you're in a position of privilege, because most people of color and women and disabled people and LGBTQ people have to care about politics because their rights are debated daily. Their human rights, their basic human rights are debated daily. So they have to care. We have to care. I have to care. Because I have to. I have to stay informed and I have to know what's going on. And if you don't have to, you're in a position of privilege. And you should know that. Okay, back to kind of got on a tangent there, but it's all related. So following that terrible, disgusting attack on the Asian community, there's been a lot of support, and there's been this movement. I'm not exactly sure what the official name is, but the Stop Asian Hate movement, the Protect Asian Lives movement, like whatever you want to call it, it's important because Asian people still face discrimination. People like to think that they don't, and that they don't face it. They face fetishization and discrimination just like any other person of color, group of people of color. They are still affected. They need more representation, and they need basic human decency. Because of the pandemic, there's been such a spike in Asian hate crimes, and it's disgusting. The fact that you can group an entire group of people with a virus is vile, and if you actually think that, please go pick up a book. Go, whatever, smooth brain you have, whatever mincemeat you have between your ears, please try to use it and learn and fucking just, I can't even reason with it. I can't even relate to it or like in any sense. Like, I don't understand it. It completely boggles my brain. But as much as I am supporting this movement, and I think it's so important that Asian people get support, the same support that the Black Lives Matter movement got, they deserve the same amount of support and attention. I don't like the anti-blackness that's been coming out of this movement, because everyone says POC solidarity, and like everything is supposed to be puppies and rainbows, and everything's supposed to be happy, and we're all in this together, High School Musical. Like, no, we're not. There's a lot of anti-blackness being spread around right now, and when we should be focusing on lifting up Asian people and the Asian community, we are bringing down Black people at the same time. It doesn't have to happen. That doesn't have to be, like, why do you need to bring down a group of people to lift another one up? How does that make any sense? Why can't we just lift the group up? There's been a lot of, you should be giving this the same attention that you gave Black Lives Matter. That's inherently anti-Black, because it gives off the vibe of, well, if these Negroes got all this attention, why aren't we getting this attention? Like, you should just be wanting your movement to get attention without bringing up other movements, because it doesn't need to happen. You don't need to compare and contrast. This is not an English essay. Like, this is the real world. You can talk about one issue without bringing up another issue, another movement, without trying to bring it down and say it's not as important, or like that you deserve more than the Black Lives Matter movement. That's anti-Black. And the pressure that's being put on Black people, Black creators, and just like Black people in general to be these voices of like to be these activists for every single group of people is weird. It's weird. Why do we have to be activists for everyone else when not everyone else is activist for us? And like, why are we the only ones being held to this standard? Like, I feel like it's, oh, well, we posted Black squares for you, so you need to talk about us. Like, it's giving very much equality over equity. Like, it's not really doing it for me or anyone else. It's anti-Black. And I don't get why anti-Blackness has to be a part of your movement if your movement is supposed to be bringing up the Asian community. I just don't understand how that correlates, and it needs to stop, because why are we being held more accountable than people with more privilege than us? Like white people, shouldn't they be held accountable way more than other people of color who are dealing with other issues within their community? I don't know, maybe that's just me using my critical thinking skills that a lot of people don't possess, but like, I just don't get it. Like, it's just grinds my gears. So I think we need, like, you guys need to unlearn this hatred for Black people that you all have, that's so deep rooted in you that you feel like you have to hold us accountable more than other people, and that we like have to be these Avengers activists that like save the day for everyone. Like, it's not our responsibility. Like, yes, it's our responsibility, everyone's responsibility as a human being, to have empathy and to care about other people and other communities that are being hurt, and to spread awareness and to talk about it and to uplift these communities. Yes, obviously, that's obviously true. But like, we are not more responsible than any other group of people to be uplifting the Asian community right now. And that's the vibe I'm getting, well, at least from like Twitter and from like social media. That's the vibe I'm getting, and I'm not liking it. It's not good. I'm just so sick and tired of white supremacy. Like our goal is to end white supremacy. We're all on the same team, except we're fighting against each other. We all have the same end goal, yet we're placing blame on each other and fighting amongst ourselves instead of fighting the bigger enemy, the bigger target. Like, we all have the same end goal, but somehow it's our fault and we're to blame, and we are not deserving of the attention we got last year. Speaking of which, what did that attention do? What did the attention that the Black Lives Matter movement actually do for Black people in this country? It raised awareness, yeah. A lot of people woke up and realized, of the injustices that are going on, which is good. It's always good to raise awareness, but what else did it do? Was there any sort of reform that happened? Did any actual big shifts happen that weren't just on social media and that weren't just with the younger generation? What did the attention really do? And how long did it last? And it was kind of a performance. It was not even kind of, it was a performance. It was performative, and it was just so you wouldn't get canceled. It wasn't, basically all I'm saying is that the attention we got didn't do as much as you guys think it did. Like, it was attention, but there was no effect. There was no aftermath. There was no outcome that really like helped us and really made a lot of progress to where we want to be. So I'm just very, very over it. I'm over anti-blackness. I'm over people not realizing that we all have the same end goal, which is to end white supremacy, and to like, we all are on the same team, yet we're still trying to go against each other, and we still have animosity between different communities when we're all people of color and we all should be fighting the same battle. And it's just disheartening to see. Okay, my phone died, but I'm just gonna wrap up this video because I think I said everything I wanted to say. I'm probably gonna make more videos like this, like rant style videos, just like speaking my mind and talking about more important issues, because I think that one, it's interesting to talk about, and two, I want to use my platform to talk about important things that are important to me. That kind of wraps everything up. I'm gonna link down resources, a thread of resources of how you can help the Asian community, and probably a card of ways you can help the Asian community right now, because they need our help and they need our support right now. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was kind of a more heavier subject matter. You can like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. My social medias are in the description, along with those resources I mentioned. Please go look at them. Please go help in any way you can. Thank you for watching.